Good morning, everyone. March 26th, Hunter here again at Weather on the Go. And in today's weather forecast, we'll be looking at more severe weather potential. We'll give you the timing and what to expect with that. Also, we'll look at your Easter weekend forecast, temperatures, precipitation, and any severe weather potential there as well. And then we'll also look later on in the video at your early April pattern, and we'll look at that and what to expect with that in today's weather forecast. If you are new here and you like detailed, accurate weather forecast, this is the channel for you. Be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. You won't regret it. And also make sure to press the like button, the thumbs up button down below. It truly helps out more than you know. And let's look at yesterday's storm reports, because yesterday was an enhanced risk day for severe weather. We had a 10% hatched risk for tornadoes in the Arklamis region, and we actually only had one tornado, thankfully, and that was in southwestern portions of Mississippi. So definitely dodged a bullet down here across portions of the deep south yesterday in the Arklamis region, as what could have been a rather active day actually was more of a mundane day for severe weather. So that is some good news. More severe weather potential today on your Tuesday. We have a couple areas we're watching. The first area up here through Michigan, Indiana, and into Ohio with a slight risk, a level 2 out of 5 for severe weather in the yellow. And then another area of severe potential down here into southern Alabama and northwestern Florida with a slight risk, a level 2 out of 5 there. Looking at the hazards and what to expect with any severe storms today, we do have some damaging wind potential up here again around the Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio vicinity, but also into southern Alabama and northwestern Florida vicinity as well. And same can be said about tornadoes, a 2% shading across south central lower Michigan, northeastern Indiana, northwest Ohio, and then across southern portions of Alabama into northwest Florida, we have that 2% shading for tornadoes. Let's walk through the timing. So looking at this morning, we have some widespread rain and thunderstorms across portions of the eastern Ohio Valley through the Ohio into West Virginia, down through Kentucky, Tennessee, getting into Alabama and Georgia. This is just some stratiform rain, possibly even a few rumbles of thunder. We look back to the west here, eastern Illinois, western Indiana here. As we go into the afternoon, we'll see a broken line of some strong thunderstorms that will develop quickly and move east quickly here with this cold front and low pressure system. And as they move east, they will have enough instability, enough wind energy to tap into that potential for producing damaging winds over 60 miles per hour, and the tornado potential from lower Michigan into Indiana there and northwest Ohio. Also keeping an eye on those storms here on the southern flank of this rain shield across southern Alabama, northwest Florida, and perhaps far southwestern Georgia this afternoon. As we look at the significant tornado parameter, this does not appear to be a high-end day for tornadoes. So while there could be a weaker, brief tornado in any one of these areas, either to the north in lower Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, or to the south across southern Alabama, southwestern Georgia, northwest Florida, it does not appear to be a big day for tornadoes. So that is certainly some good news, but we still have to watch it. And then as we go into this evening, that line of storms will race across central Ohio in a weakening trend. So as they move through Toledo, move through Cincinnati, they'll start to weaken as they move toward Chillicothe over there into central portions of Ohio this evening. And then as we go into Wednesday morning, early Wednesday morning, we're talking 3, 4, 5 a.m. This is going to break up, and we're actually not going to see much rainfall left over across the mid-Atlantic, maybe just some drizzle and a few showers. Let's look at our rainfall totals. This is additional rainfall you can expect through your Wednesday time frame, and notice it's not very heavy up here into the Ohio River Valley, but we could use some moisture, so we definitely could see a 1/4 to 1/2 inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch up here. Heaviest rains will be down here to the deep south, around an inch or two of rain potentially across Alabama, Georgia, and into northwest Florida. And let's look at the cold side of this system here. Here's your weather alerts. We have winter storm warnings hanging on in the pink up here into northeastern Minnesota, northwest Wisconsin in the purple, winter weather advisories. that extend down through Minnesota, western Iowa, into Nebraska, far northern Kansas, and the eastern Dakotas. Even some blizzard warnings continue there for central Nebraska on the cold side. I do expect these alerts to actually gradually get dropped off through the day as this storm moves away, but you can see through today we still have heavier snow, especially eastern and northeastern portions of Minnesota up here, and especially toward Duluth. Definitely seeing some heavier snow today. Going into tonight, this will start to wrap up. The storm will occlude as it pushes into southeastern Canada, and we'll see some leftover northwest flow, some wind-driven snow here around the upper Great Lakes region, northern Minnesota, the northwoods of Wisconsin, into the UP of Michigan, all rain out east. And then as we go into Wednesday, still some lingering snow showers and flurries as that low kind of occludes, weakens, slows down across southeastern Canada, leaving us with a grayer day, but with some snow showers again across northern Minnesota, northern Wisconsin, and the UP of Michigan. Any additional snowfall we can see from this is going to be minimal unless you're up into northeastern Minnesota. We could see additionally up to 5-6 inches worth of snow, so still some more shovelable snow here. And I do stress this is heavy wet snow, so take your time shoveling this if you do venture outdoors to do so as we go through midweek. And you can see travel going to be minimally impacted here across the upper Midwest, just some limited to minor impacts across the upper Midwestern regions, Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, the UP of Michigan, really not that big of a deal. Just take it slow on those roadways. Late week, as we go into Thursday, we have a little system down here near the southeast coast, the Carolina coast, that will bring some heavy moisture up from Florida into the eastern Carolinas and up toward the mid-Atlantic coast, the New England coast. As we go into Thursday, that will move away quickly as we go into Friday here. And that system could provide us with some decent rainfall for the eastern Carolinas, coastal Georgia down into North Florida, but also up toward the Delmarva region and the New England coast. So Nantucket over here toward Boston, getting in through Rhode Island, eastern Long Island. That's the area we are concerned about some heavier rainfall, 1 to 3, maybe even 4 inches worth of rain coming as we go during that Thursday through Friday time frame. And you can see here's your flash flooding potential. So from Wednesday, March 27th into Thursday, March 28th, a marginal to slight risk of flash flooding down here near the southeast coast. The highest potential with the slight risk for flash flooding will be from coastal Georgia around the Savannah region, and then back down here toward Tallahassee into northwestern Florida. And then as we go Thursday the 28th into Friday the 29th, this will mainly be a New England coast and mid-Atlantic coast event here with more of a marginal risk of flash flooding there to round out the week. Now looking at our temperatures as well, behind this storm we are going to see colder temperatures. So we have that cold front moving east. We're going to see colder air moving east behind that front, and you can see we're seeing below normal temperatures across the heartland midweek. We start to rapidly warm up, so a rapid warming trend, rapid turnaround as we go into late week. Above normal temperatures favored in the Corn Belt and down here into the central southern plains by Friday. And as we go into Easter weekend, and a lot of big plans out there. It's Easter weekend coming up, Saturday, March 30th into Easter Sunday, March 31st. Above normal temperatures can be expected across the south and the southeast, below normal temperatures to the north here and out west as well. So that's what you can expect with your temperatures. Now, there is a new storm system. We turn our attention back to the west here for Easter weekend. This is on Saturday, March 30th, a new trough moving in across the Pacific Southwest into California, Nevada, and Arizona. And then as we go into Easter Sunday, we see a positively tilted trough moving in off the West Coast and into the Rockies vicinity. And this will provide our next chance for a significant storm system. Just look at that mid-level jet just ripping across the south central U.S. as we go even into April 1st on Monday to start the new work week with that positively tilted trough. So let's show you what you can expect here on the precipitation maps. As we go into Saturday, weak system up here around the Great Lakes, not that big of a deal. Some snow, rain snow mix around Michigan there. Maybe some rain showers in the Ohio Valley, certainly not severe on Saturday. Our big storm is out west. Look at California, Los Angeles, San Diego, Santa Barbara, the Sacramento Valley, definitely getting our fair share of rain and snow. The Sierras getting hit hard by the snow there on Saturday. Going into Easter Sunday, still a lot of snow out here to the west across the Rockies, but we start to see a snowstorm brewing again in similar areas to our recent one across our north and across portions of the Rockies from Wyoming and Colorado, back through the Dakotas into northern Minnesota. We have to watch a warm frontal boundary as it surges north. Moisture, instability as we go into Sunday. Could have some stronger storms with heavy rain up there into the Illinois Valley, into the Ohio Valley on Easter Sunday. We really have to look at that because our surface-based CAPE, our convective available potential energy, will be on the rise as we go through Easter Sunday. As that warm front lifts north, it's going to pull that Gulf of Mexico moisture north. Those dew points into the 50s and 60s further to the north here than our last system. So we do have some energy around on Easter Sunday for severe weather. And then going into Monday, April 1st, we have to watch a cold front as this system is around Michigan there at a 994 millibar low. Heavier snow again on the northern side. We may be a little bit more marginal with our air temperatures, so I'm a little less confident in our snowfall amounts right now for this system, but we will keep you covered. But there could be some severe weather potential from the Ohio Valley down here through the Mid-South, and you can see there's our CAPE again, convective available potential energy on the rise along and south of that warm front from the Ohio Valley down into the Mid-South, even the Southern Plains, especially eastern Texas, eastern Oklahoma, and Arkansas, seeing those values over 2,000 joules per kilogram on the first. And then the cold side. Like I said, I'm a little less confident in these totals, but looking at an ensemble approach from this, from Saturday, March 30th through Monday, April 1st, the European ensemble guidance does like the track similar to our last storm across portions of Wyoming, the Dakotas, northern Nebraska, getting through Minnesota and northern Iowa, back through Wisconsin and into northern lower Michigan, the UP of Michigan, and then eventually into southeastern Canada. And really the GFS, the American ensemble guidance, is actually really similar to that. So there is confidence in the placement of this storm with the precipitation types, but we just don't know how much snow just yet because it is the end of March, so our sun angle is a lot higher. We will keep you covered on that. Looking into the first week or so of April, we are seeing normal temperatures. Yes, finally, normal temperatures across the middle of the country. Below normal out here with the trough across the Pacific Southwest, Southern California here into Arizona. Could be seeing some below normal temperatures. So Los Angeles to Phoenix over here, and even Las Vegas probably seeing below normal temperatures there through the 8th of April. Above normal temperatures across the southeast and then up here into northern Maine. So we'll keep an eye on that. Looking at our precipitation through the 8th of April, wet out west, especially Southern California, Nevada, Utah, over here into Arizona and into portions of the Four Corners region, and then down here into the southeast coast, up toward the mid-Atlantic coast, we will be pretty wet as well going through the first week in April. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be safe shoveling the heavy wet snow out there. It is definitely a waterlogged snowpack, so make sure to stay safe out there. Take breaks if needed. Be safe with the severe weather across the Ohio Valley. I will provide updates if needed this afternoon. Otherwise, be safe out there. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks to the old subscribers, the new subscribers, and all of my viewers out there. I definitely appreciate it, and I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their Tuesday out there.